Giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakahakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to the Akim that's out there pushing in sincerity and the truth and in sound doctrine. This is going to be a really, really quick video off of the elder Manata Zakba, Elder Manata Zakba, GMS narrator SC7. All right. It is off of his video. I was just watching a little bit of it. And it's viral wickedness. 6-year-old rapper. And this rapper, I'm not gonna play the song. All right, but the rapper, this little bastard, you know, was sitting up there singing, you know, I want to killing his parents and his grandparents pretty much. And I saw somebody leave on a comment board said that today, or saying that they heard, you know, some children singing that shit today. You know, this is why, you know, we always say, man, this devil has to get out of power. This devil has to get out of power. Because here's the thing, and here's what always bothers me about this situation. And the elder even said it on the beginning of his video. This shit stays up on YouTube. Shit like that stays up on YouTube. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But we had brothers get flagged for misinformation, medical misinformation, cyber. They said what they said. One of them was bullying because we was getting on another camp about some madness that they was talking about some years back. And then, you know, you get brothers get flagged for age restriction and shit like that, right? They'll call this culture. They'll call this art, right? They'll call this everything good under the sun, but they will never call it. They will never call it a mental disorder, because whenever you program somebody to sing that, you yourself have a mental disorder. Then you pass on that disorder to somebody else. You get people out there that say, well, mental disorder is not contagious. That's what that is, man. They're literally programming these children to sing shit like that. This is what we understand that Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So they can sit up there and say this. They can sit up there and sing that. They can sit up there and do whatever it is they want to do, right? You can have naked ass people showing everything on YouTube. Yeah, that's fine. That stays up there, right? Until somebody gets offended and reports it, and then that's the only time it goes down. But if nobody has a problem with it, it's going to stay up there, right? But we say one thing. We say the small-headed cheap suits, right? I'm talking about that as far as what they say, right? We with the 1948ers, right? We say something like that, flag. We say something about the ejection, the fuck scenes, flag. We say something about the microchip, flag, right? Video taken down, flag. You can even upload this video, title it something else, get, you know, the rights belong to everybody, you know, and it's going to be taken down. It's like this. I just got it. I didn't say anything. I just got it from there, and they just take it down, right? Another thing, man. I remember a couple years ago. This this homo, you know, with a bullhorn, you know, go walk by us at camp. Go walk by us and say, "Stop the hate. Stop the hate." Where's the outcry for this? Little 6-year-olds, you know, singing about killing their parents, and it's being pushed out there, and you got all these children saying that shit. Where's the outcry for that? You know the excuse? Well, it's just music, you know. If they just, you know, it doesn't have to be real, and you know, look, man, you know, music, art imitates life. Vice versa as well. Life imitates art. So whatever is pushed out there is what's going to be pushed out there. We all know, like, feminism and shit like that. That's with the help of social media. That's with the help of movies. Everything you see around you, man. Okay? What I'm going to do, man, I'm just going to get a scripture. This is why the Lord is getting ready to come back and destroy, man. You know, you get people out there that say, he's only 6. He doesn't know what he's doing and stuff like that. He's only 6. There's a reason why babies get aborted. We don't really put all that on a woman. You know who aborts babies? The Lord. The Lord is the one that put the spirit on them women. The Lord is the one that really he put the spirit on those men to abort those babies. Everybody, all these women sitting up there, well, see, here we go. Men controlling this. We can't even abort our child. Well, guess what? It's men in there aborting your babies as well. Right? When we say men is the start of everything, we mean men is the start of wickedness as well, man. Right? Who runs the world? It ain't no goddamn woman. Right? Who's pushing all this shit out there? It ain't no woman. Right? That's why this place has to fall. You would think, yeah, babies are innocent and shit like that. This is why you gotta understand reincarnation. This is exactly why you gotta understand reincarnation. There is no such thing as an innocent soul on this planet. I'm just being straight up honest with you. We're not innocent. Ain't nobody on this planet innocent. I don't give a goddamn how old you are, man. Right? Nobody's innocent on this planet. Okay? You could, that right there, you could clearly see that. A 6-year-old already talking about killing his parents. You see what he gonna do. You know? Everybody, all these so-called black people sit up there. Well, what you call it? That's a white boy thing. No, it ain't. You get that from. So what I'm gonna do, man, we're gonna get this scripture. Ezekiel chapter 9, all right, verse 4. It says, and the Lord said unto him, all right, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads that sigh and that cry. And that cry, it's like it, and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Who is that talking about? It's going to explain. It says, and to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the gate, go ye after him through the city, and smite. Let not your eye spare not. All right, neither have ye pity. Watch this. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. All right. Look, man, nobody gets a pass with the Lord YAHAWASHI. Nobody does. This is why you have babies dying every day. Why you have women dying every day. You have old people dying every day and shit like that. Just dying from crazy shit, man. Car crashes, shootings. Shootings is probably one of the biggest things now. Stabbings and stuff like that. All types of stuff is happening now, man. And nobody's exempt. Nobody is exempt from the Lord YAHAWASHI. He said, don't spare not. All right, don't spare anybody. Don't hold no pity. And that's what the Lord is going to start doing, to this world, man. This is coming. Right? This is coming. You think the Lord is the one that commanded this, right? It's going to go on a little more. It says, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark. All right, remember that mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry. All right, that certain mark is this truth, man. All right, you wholeheartedly believing and knowing that the Lord YAHAWASHI he exists, and you doing his work. The Lord put a mark on you, man. All right, so that you could be hid from all these things that's being put out there. See, it's not far fetched either, because when you look at a crowd, we've seen this. I remember going down in Baltimore. I remember going down Lexington Market. We pushed down there for a little bit. It wasn't really like a full camp session. It was kind of like just a thing, showing a debate. I mean, so like it's showing. I said debate because we got into a little debate down there. I think it was with an Edomite. All right, surprisingly, it was with an Edomite. Because Lexington Market, anybody knows what Lexington Market is. But we were showing the mindset of our people and how lost Jake is. We didn't even put on our garments yet, And we saw the difference between us and them. A brother can go across the street, and we can tell the difference between them, between that brother and everybody else, because it's like they don't fit that crowd. They don't fit the crowd, right? When somebody comes up to us at camp, even at camp, we can damn near immediately see if somebody's on some bullshit, because if they're not and they actually want to learn and they're actually sincere, they also almost like they got a glow to them almost. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody else around them is like blurry, but it's like this certain person, they got a glow to them, and it's weird, man. But it's like, it's crazy that you can see that. So this makes sense that, to set a mark upon the foreheads of them that sigh and that cry. And that's taught about the elect, by the way. All right, let's move on. It says, and begin at my sanctuary. It says, then they began at the ancient men, which were before the house. All right, verse 7. All right, it said, and he said unto them, defile the house and fill the courts with the slain. Go ye forth. And they went forth and slew the city. It slew in the city. All right, it says, and it came to pass, while they were slaying them, I was left, that I fell upon my face and cried and said, ah, Lord Yahawah, BAHASHAM Yahawashi, Lord Yahawah. All right, it says, wilt thou destroy all the residue of Israel in thy pouring out of thy fury upon Jerusalem? So Ezekiel, Jeremiah, and certain other prophets, man, they had to see and they witnessed, like Job, certain other people, had witnessed the Lord's fury, and it wasn't nice. And they're Israelites that are getting just slaughtered, man. And Ezekiel is like, man, what? You plan on killing everybody? Because it had what he was looking at just terrified him, and it made him sad, and it made him feel sorry, man. Because when you see Jake today, man, you feel sorry for him. Like this 6-year-old, you really do start feeling sorry for Jake, man. But then when that slaughter start coming, and we start to witness their slaughter and their down, I'm talking about their complete downfall, and they getting slaughtered left and right, just killed left and right. We were probably going to start feeling sorry for him, man. Because everybody else did. Everybody that witnessed the Lord's fury had felt sorry for the people that he was fucking up, man. All types of, man, they had to see all types of shit, man. And Ezekiel asking the Lord, man, you plan on killing everybody? Because it was a great slaughter. You can find it all throughout the Bible as Isaiah 35. Y'all all gonna bow down to the slaughter, man. Y'all gonna bow down to the slaughter. Right? But he's why? All right, then the Lord, answered back and said what? It said, then he said unto me, the iniquity of the house of Israel and the iniquity of the house of Israel and Judah is exceeding great. All right, it says, and the land is full of blood, and the city full of perverseness. Right? For they say, the Lord hath forsaken the earth, and the Lord seeth not. Right? This is what they're saying, man. The Lord forsook us. The Lord forsook the earth. The Lord don't see shit. This is what they're saying, man. What is perverseness, man? All right. What is perverseness? You know it was a great slaughter, man. All right. What is perverseness? It says a perversion, that which is perverted or warped, perverted. All right. So pretty much anything against the doctrine, man. Perverted and evil, perverted wickedness, man. All right. This straight up wickedness, man. So the Lord had to explain to Ezekiel, this is what it is. He had to also say that to Jeremiah, as well as certain other people. do not pray for these people. He had to tell that to Jeremiah quite a few times, because Jeremiah was looking at this stuff, looking at the Lord just completely. He was looking at how people would just go off, and then when the Lord had, shown his judgment and shown his wrath, it's like Jeremiah wanted to pray for these people, because it's like, God damn, man. Like, God, like, it's crazy, man. Jacob's trouble. Look, man, Jacob's trouble is seriously, what's the word I'm looking for? Jacob's trouble is a serious understatement as to, how we use it, because we can't really use it in any other way, because we don't know, because we never been through it. But we know, but we just never been through it. That's the only way we can use it. But when we tell you, man, Jacob's trouble is going to be hard. Jacob's trouble is going to be hard, man. All right. For even Ezekiel, for the Lord to have to explain to these people, to these people that witnessed the Lord's judgment, the Lord had to explain to these men that witnessed the Lord's judgment. Don't pray for these people. What you feeling sorry for them for? They did what they did to me. You seen them. They went against me. They didn't give a shit about me, right? They wanted to do whatever it is they wanted to do. So don't worry about them, right? There's only a small number with that mark, right, upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry. That's it. That's it. And you can see that. You can see what the hell is getting ready to happen at present time and in the future, right? You can see what the hell is getting ready to happen in the future. This is pretty much what's getting ready to happen. The elect is going to be hidden from that shit, but all the rest of Israel, done. That's most of the population of Israel that's got to be killed, man. Right? Verse 10, it says, and as for me also, mine eye shall not spare. Right? Because the Lord told them, look, don't spare. Go and kill. Go and slaughter. Right? Go and slay. And the Lord just now said what? As for me also, like I told them, it's going to go. It's the same thing for me. Go. I'm not sparing them. Right? It says, neither will I have pity. Right? Because he told them, don't pity not. Right? So spare not and pity not. So the Lord says it's the same thing for me. So that's another cut to where people say, oh, well, certain things is for the Lord to hate and certain things is for us to hate and stuff. Look, man, the Lord just told these men, right? The Lord just told these men, go slaughter, go kill. And the Lord literally just said, just like I told them, right? Because they gotta have that warrior hatred for evil in their heart for the Lord to have to tell them that, right? So the Lord said, as for them, goes for me as well, man. Right? The Lord told us to hate evil. We're not supposed to be loving this shit. You telling me we had an old Jake come up to us quite a few weeks ago, and he sat up there and told us, this is paradise. This is paradise. In a land where children are talking about killing their parents and their grandparents, are you absolutely out of your fucking mind? Right? Are you absolutely just that damn lost? Sometimes, man, it's like you don't want to believe Jake is that lost and Jake is that stupid. But it's like you come back to reality and it's like, yeah, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Right? So he said, as for me also, mine eye shall not spare. All right? Neither will I have pity, but I will recompense their weight upon their head. This is the Lord explaining it, explaining to him, man, that this is just what it is. Because why? What do they do? It says, and behold, the man, right, because this is why right here, the iniquity is too far gone. And this is back then. Can you imagine now? I mean, we don't have to imagine now because this is what we see, but imagine back then. the shit that they was doing back then. We know what they was doing back then, right? They had some freak shit going on back then too. Talk about in these times, right? They had the other practices of the heathen nations, right? And you know how they were, but back then it was not. Let's just say it's 1,000 times worse today than it was back then, because it's still just as bad. Wickedness is wickedness. I don't give a goddamn how bad it is. All right. People saying, oh, it was better in the 70s, it was better in the 60s. Yeah, it was better than what it is now, but even still, I mean, compared to back then, let's say you're back in the ancient time. Let's say you're back in ancient time, right? In these times, and jump to like the 60s. You gonna be like, okay, what the fuck is going on? I'm talking about just the 60s. You gonna be like, okay, what the hell is going on? Nah, this what the hell is this? Right? You gonna want to kill yourself, man. You just gonna want to just end it all. Right? It says, and behold, the man clothed with linen, all right, which had the inkhorn by his side, reported the matter, saying, I have done as thou hast commanded me. Pretty much a death angel. Right? It was pretty much a death angel. Now the man in the linen, let's go up here. The man in linen, he was the one to set a mark, all right, upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry. Now that was the guy in the linen. Now this here and the others, because he said what? It was 6 men. All right. So 5 of them, just 5 of them went to straight slaughter. All right. Just 5 of them went to straight slaughter. This isn't the only time. All right. This isn't the only time. Remember the story of Job, right? Jeremiah, you know, the pharaohs and stuff like that, right? We always have been going through a great slaughter. But then to this day, to this very goddamn day, you still have Jake asking and wondering why we're going through what we're going through. Why so-called Black, Latino, and Native American people are going through what we're going through. You still have to this day why people asking that, man. Our people asking that. All of us, but do you see social media? Look at this little bastard that was singing that shit, man. Right? Look at all the little bastards out there, man. Right? And you come back and you tell me why we're going through what we're going through. Do we deserve it? Got Jake sitting in a car crying and shit on a video. Man, black people don't, man, black people deserve every goddamn thing they getting, man. Man, if black people care so much about each other, why are you promoting children talk about they killing their grandparents and shit like that, man? Yet you'll cry about what Kanye say and shit like that, but you have no outcry with that. As far as your little children singing that bullshit, man. Your little children. So now what they're promoting now pretty much is that the parent has to be afraid of the children. Because they gotta worry about their children slitting their throat in their fucking sleep. What kind of image is that, man? Yet that somehow gets to stay up. I guarantee you, if I say certain things in this video probably will get flagged. I always say that now, because this video probably will get flagged. But yet that stays up. I'm not sitting here talking about killing parents and grandparents or anybody at that matter, right? But we are saying the Lord is going to do the killing. And the Lord is going to put the spirit on his men to start slaughtering. And it all comes right from the Lord. Right? But I'm not sitting up here, promoting killing and shit like that, man. Right? You just pick up guns and start shooting. But this video will get flagged. I guarantee you. Right? I had a whole channel take it down. Not one time on that channel that I mentioned that I want to pick up a gun and kill somebody, man. That I want to kill my parents and my grandparents and shit like that. Or anybody at that matter. Right? My whole goddamn channel got to take it down behind that. Not behind that, but, I guess the titles are some shit. You talk about the fuck scene. Oh, well, medical misinformation is taken down. TikTok, this shit stays up. Facebook, all this other bullshit just stays up. But our videos, our videos just get taken down. Whatever, man. Giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, Shalom.